I didn't know if they could really handle me. Hey guys, it's Mellow Beauty, and today I want to talk about my surgeries. So last year, 2019, beginning of the year, I flew to Turkey and I had a few surgeries, but I just want to talk about it and want to just tell you guys what I experienced, what I thought, all of that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, continue watching. In the meantime, like, dislike, comment, or subscribe to get more stories like this. But I'm just gonna hop right into it. I got my nose done and I also got my boobs done. This was something that I've wanted to do for a while. Mostly my nose I wanted to do because I just felt like it wasn't giving my face such a flow. By the way, my dog is here. Aria, come here. Come here. Come here. So she's gonna be here. Good girl. So anyways, I always wanted to get my nose done. I was always contouring it anyways. I have such big eyes and such big lips, and for me, the way that my face was set up, I didn't really think it was fitting so well. And also, I went to makeup school and I saw that you can contour your nose, so I was doing it all the time, just contouring, nose contouring, and then, you know what, I was just like, I'm just gonna get my nose done. It's like, it just made sense to me, so that's why I got that done. And then I got my boobs done, mostly because I am the type that tends to fluctuate with my weight. I tend to gain weight and then I tend to lose the weight, and it just goes back and forth, and my boobs are feeling it. They have gone through it. They've been through it all, and actually one was bigger than the other, which I know is normal. So for me, what I was thinking is, you know what, I'm just going to get them done, and when I fluctuate my weight, I can just be happy finally. Because when I was a little bit too big, it was awesome to have the boobs, but then you have the gut with it, right? And the other complications, it's not even about looks, but for me, I have lumbar syndrome. It's like a lower back problem where I'll just always be in pain. And I noticed that when I gain weight, my back hurts more. So that, but then when I was losing weight, and yeah, I think my smallest was 60 kilos. And yeah, bro, I mean, my body was banging. I was feeling good. I was up in the morning, motivated, doing everything. But yeah, just my boobs were just like orangutan titties. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, they were so ugly. And it wasn't about looking good for other people. It was also just what I saw in the mirror and how I fit in clothes and all that. So I just personally did it. It's not like I have a breathing problem or anything. I just genuinely wanted to do something for me, yeah. And I'm very happy, and I'm like so happy with the results with both operations. What else? Okay, I decided that I was gonna do it. Okay, I'm trying to think about how this all happened, because this was a year ago, basically, like a year and a few months ago. Years back, I would say starting like 2016, 2017, I was already looking up prices. I was looking up before and after photos of mostly boobs, but also nose and also other things. I'm just interested in this whole world. And I saw a lot of like messed up things, but it was normally messed up because it would be from people who would just do it more than like 3 or 4 times. So there's like no more structure, no more nothing that, you know, can't really hold on to anything else. And then the ones that I also saw that were quite messed up were like things that were like illegal, you know, like the doctor that puts you in the bathtub and operates you in there, you know. So this whole idea, this whole scary idea of how you're gonna be botched right after your surgery, I wasn't really scared of that or thinking about that. I just knew that I had to go to a board certified surgeon or somebody who can really show their work and is working in like an office and not coming to you, you know, which makes common sense to me anyways. So I was never afraid of it, but I was looking years ago already, just interested in everything. And then I just came up with the idea of finally gaining enough, I don't want to say courage because I wasn't scared, but let's say gaining enough money to finally do it. And I just figured I would do them both at the same time. So I went onto a website called What Clinic, and it is a website that helps you choose your doctor and what area you want to do it. I'm living in Berlin, but what I noticed about in Germany is the girls that get their boobs done here, it costs so much money. Like the nose too, like it costs a lot more, and I feel like the noses all look the same here.
Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh my god!
Like, yeah, I don't know. They have like, it's like they all go to the same doctor. I don't know. So, and also I'm darker complexion. I'm of a different culture, and I didn't know if they could really handle me. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to go somewhere that was close, that I felt like they could, that they've worked with people like me before. And that's why I chose Turkey. Also, Turkey is known for getting operations. A lot of people fly there just to get operations. The people in the UK, that's where they all go, like the people in the UK. Also, Turkey is quite on the cheaper side compared to other places, so that was also a plus. Why I wanted to get them done, where, yeah. So on the website of What Clinic, I was looking for doctors in Turkey, and I ended up in a clinic called Clinic Center. They mostly do hair transplants, and they mostly do, you know, veneers, but they also offered basically everything else. So that's how I got to meet my doctor, Dr. Mehmet Ceber. He doesn't speak any English, but he has a translator. It was really, really easy. I contacted the clinic directly through email. You go on their website, and then you send them an email. They ask you for all of your information to see if you are physically and mentally stable enough to be able to do it. And then they get back to you within a few days. And then they ask you for photos, like before photos, so they can send it to the doctor to see if you are even qualified to do this. Because some people literally have like nothing to correct or something to adjust or, you know, upgrade. So sometimes they say no. And I'm kind of happy for that kind of service, because then that you can tell that they're not just taking anybody. But anyways, I sent them photos from my boobs front and the sides, and from the nose, the front and also the sides. And then they got back to me, and they said that that I can choose a date. So I decided in January. I figured in the winter time is the best time to recover, so that, like, you know, in the summer I'm not sweating through my bandages or anything. So I decided to do it, yeah, a few months after I sent them a request. So with Clinic Center, and I noticed with a lot of clinics in Turkey, so you have to get the flight yourself, but a lot of the times that you pay for a package. So you pay for the surgery, you pay for the medication, bandages, 1 or 2 night stay in a hospital. They pay for 5 days, 6 days hotel. Yeah, transfer from airport, all that kind of stuff. Just basically you would need extra money for food, and if you want to like buy extra stuff, like if you are well enough to walk around, maybe you want to go to a restaurant or something. But a lot of the times they will sell you packages. With Clinic Center, I stayed at the Ramadan Hotel, I believe. I honestly don't know what hospital I was at, y'all, because nobody speaks English except for the translator that they have for you, which is also in the package. Yeah, so I was just kind of really going with the flow with it. But anyways, another thing, what I learned is the reason why you have to stay in Turkey, why they give you 5 to 6 nights stay in a hotel, is because they do not allow you to fly if they see that you've gotten your nose done, or if you've got if you have some sort of bandages or something. The airline, they need to see proof that you have been healing for the past 6 days. So that's why, yeah, it's just good to stay a week so you can just rest. For me, oh, it was a painful recovery. Wow, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've talked to girls who've just gotten their boobs done and they were chilling, hanging out by like the 3rd day. And I've talked to girls who've just gotten their nose done. They were just mostly embarrassed because of the swelling that happens, but both together. And I feel like I had some sort of like a special case because the first 2 days I couldn't see. I couldn't see because my eyes were that swollen.
This first photo and the second photo is from day 1, right after the surgery when I woke up. I can only see through one eye. In the second photo here, I could not see at all, so I was basically blind for a day. This is the 3rd day, and I was forcing my eye open there.
And I actually brought a friend with me, and she would have to like take my hand and guide me everywhere. When I could walk, I couldn't walk. I couldn't get up because my arms, oh, it was bad recovery. And it's also because I'm kind of a princess, like, yeah. I look big and tough, but really I'm like soft as hell.
Hello. You can see how greasy my face is, and I pulled this off because it's driving me nuts. It was just on my forehead. I feel much better today, but it's because I'm just on so many painkillers. Also, I had the checkup today. Doctor said everything is fine. I have no leakage. Here, this shit is so tender. It's insane. I asked him about breast implant illness and see if that's like really a thing. And he's like, he hasn't had one patient come back to get anything out. And that's actually kind of a misconception. No body really like rejects silicone from the body. Otherwise it would be FDA approved. That means it's just like shitty, implants. So I'm feeling so much better about everything. Just really talked about everything. This I need to get off on Tuesday or Wednesday by the OTS. Go to like the regular doctor to take this off. The shit is out of my nose so I can breathe. I have nose spray that I have to do like 3 times a day. Yeah, I'm just watching lots of South Park and chilling. I'm not hungry at all, but I have to eat because of the painkillers. But yeah, and I stink like a fuck. It's so horrible. He said that I can't shower until Tuesday, and I haven't showered since the surgery on Monday, so it's starting to get like repulsive and just disgusting.
Yeah, so the recovery was not fun. The first 3 days were hell on earth, not gonna lie. The flight back home wasn't so bad. It's just like the looks that I got. People were like giving me dirty looks. It's their problem, not mine. When I got home, I was just resting in bed, and I forgot how long I stayed home. But I would really suggest staying home, yeah, for 3 weeks. I would suggest that. Mostly because of all the puffiness and swelliness, and it can kind of scare people a little bit. Oh my goodness, all the looks that I was getting was so crazy. So I know the first 6 weeks you're not allowed to really exercise because if you bounce around, then for your boobs it's not good. Doing any kind of exercises that have to do with the chest area, yeah, everything is still sore. I mean, think about it. This was like all open. I have to tell you something. So I got a breast lift, which is different than just getting implants. Because when you get implants, they literally just cut here and then they'll just kind of squeeze the implant in. For a breast lift, because mine were like hanging, like I said, orangutangy, then what they do is they cut here and then I believe they snip this part off and then they sew it back in, yeah? So that it kind of, the excess skin is gone and it kind of gives it a lifting effect. Yeah, I got a lift, and yeah, I don't know if the healing process is different than somebody who just had implants because there was more, I guess, steps to the surgery. But yeah, I could say all day long, bro, like that was hell, the recovery. I started to notice the swelling and everything and the bruising, the healing, all of that going down, I would say about a month and a half in, where I started feeling like normal and happy again. Like I can do things. I started wearing makeup again, I believe, after the first month. Yeah, so that was okay. What else? Things that I wish I knew before going in. Like, I did a lot of research and I watched a lot of YouTube videos and I talked to a good amount of people. I got a lot of good advice. But the one thing that I wish I knew was getting a really good scar cream. Because right now I have really bad scarring. I mean, my nose is fine, just this, I have like scarring down here on my boobs from the lift. And I got a scar cream from my doctor, but the thing is, I don't think it was really good enough. So now I am using the scar cream that my best friend, she recommended it to me. She actually fell on her chin and her teeth went literally through her chin, like there was a hole here. She said she used that scar cream and it's actually like gone. I should go get it. I'm gonna go get it. Okay, so it's called Tetyana. And it looks like this. It has a very strange consistency, but I already see, ooh, and it smells like menthol. And yeah, but I already see like a difference. It's like lightening up at this point. I've been using it for about 4 days. You can get it in the States, I believe for like $8, but in Europe it's so expensive. It was 100 euros on Amazon, you guys. So yeah, my friend sent it to me, so I got lucky with that. Anyways, that is one thing I do wish I knew, was the aftercare is a serious thing. You really have to rest as much as possible. Get a good scar cream. Let it all heal by itself. Don't like stick Q-tips all up in your nose while that's healing. There will be stitches inside. Let them fall by themselves. But I'm so happy with the results. I would do it over again. I'm not gonna do them again, but if I had the chance to do it again, I would. I feel like that's really all that I can think about to talk about this whole experience. You guys tell me if you have questions. Let me know your experience. Have you gone to Turkey? Have you been thinking about it? If you have any questions about my doctor, I really like him. He's very nice. He's busy, so he's like really wants to get down to business, but he's he's nice and he listens to you what you want to do. I told him how I wanted my nose and I showed him a photo. It was a certain celebrity that I really like. And he goes, no, there's no way. I mean, this is her, and like you need to realize that first of all, you don't have her skin thickness, you don't have her face shape, it just won't fit with you. How about we just do a nose that's going to work for you? So I put all my trust in him and I am just happy as hell. It's really such a good size. And you know what I noticed? Usually in the wintertime here in Berlin, I am constantly blowing my nose 4 or 5 times a day. I will just blow my nose, not because I'm sick, but because the cold just does something and my nose is just running. Since I've gotten my nose done, I don't have runny nose anymore. It's wild and actually a luxury because I didn't realize how annoying that was. Like, that was so annoying. So that was also a little benefit. It's harder to find clothes. It's really hard to find clothes now. I got 345 cc. cc is basically the measurements for the implant size. So yeah, they're quite large. And you guys, it's so hard to find clothes. It really is. But the thing is, I'm planning on losing weight. Let me know if you want me to vlog about my weight loss journey, because it's actually going quite well right now. And I just realized that if I lose some weight, maybe it'll be easier for me to look for clothes, fit in them, feel good about what I'm wearing and doing. Yeah, guys, that's about it. I'm actually done this time. So just comment if you have questions, like, dislike, subscribe, any of that. It'll really help me out. Anyways, have a nice day.